Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new to this channel, you're welcome. If you are an old subscriber, you're welcome. Please kindly subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button to get notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you. Now those are the materials needed. Crinoline, this is about 4 inches crinoline. Our flexible hard wire, measuring tape, UHU GUM, wire cutter, needle and thread, scissors. Now let's begin. Now with my measuring tape, I'll be measuring the wire that will be needed for this task. So I'll cut it out. Then I'll measure out the remaining one to see what is remaining. About 17 inches is what is remaining. Why this one is 30 inches. You can see it. Now with this 17 and 30 inches, just watch what I'll be doing. I'll put it together this way, and I'll use my thread to tie it like this. Just watch closely what I'm doing. If you really want to get what we are doing in this tutorial, you need to watch this tutorial to the end. You don't need to skip or fast forward anywhere so that you won't miss out from this training, because there are some tips I'm gonna give you in this tutorial that you need to learn. So you need to sit tight and watch closely what I am doing. You can see I am using my thread to tie this as if I am using it to cover up the wire. I'm actually using it to cover up the wire anyway. So I'm just tying it round smoothly. So this is the first tying. Let me just tie this one up and show you the next step in what I'm going to do. Just watch closely and sit tight so that you get what we are doing in this tutorial. I don't really want you to miss out, so that you understand fully what we are doing. So I'm cutting out the excess with my scissors, and now I'm using gum to place on it this way. Just watch what I am doing. So I just placed a little gum because I want to continue my tie. Yes, I want to continue tying it. I'll keep rolling the thread round. So you see the way I just demarcated this from this other one. So I'm just trying to smoothen and tie it very well. When you're tying, you make sure that your thread is smooth. So what I'm just doing, I'll keep doing this until I tie the whole places with this thread. You can see I've tied it smoothly with the thread, step by step by step. You need to be patient when you're doing this, okay? So I'll be measuring out another one. So I measured out about 31, 32 inches, because that longer wire is about 30 inches, so you can measured out 31 inches of this crinoline. So I'll put this gum at the tip of the crinoline and allow it to dry a bit before you start putting it together. So what I'm just doing is that I'm just being patient for it to dry a bit with all the stuffs I'm doing and all that. So I'll just put it together and use my thread to tie the head this way. So I am tying it. I want to make sure it is tied up very well. So when I tie it up, I'll cut out the excess thread with my scissors. And now you can see there are so many things we are doing with thread. We are just working with this thread. This one I'll bring thread, that one I'll bring thread. So I'm just trying to put this thread in my needle so that I can start working with it as usual. So I'm ready to start working with my thread. So you need to follow this tutorial to the end because there are so many tips you need to learn in this tutorial. Just sit tight and watch what we are gonna do. So you can see the way I'm putting it. See where I'm just putting it. Just watch closely. Just trying to fix it inside this way. And you can see that this crinoline, I folded it into two before I started sewing it together. Like this, you can see it's folded into two. Can you see it? I just folded it into two and I'm sewing it together with the wire. So I'm attaching it together with the wire. That's what I'm doing. So this is how I'll keep sewing. Just watch closely what I'm doing and follow this tutorial step by step so that you really get exactly what I am doing here. Hope you can see what I'm doing. If you have any question, you can ask in the comment section. I want to see your comments after watching this tutorial. I need to see your encouragement and that. So I'll keep doing this until I get to this end. You can see where I got to. I got to that place the two wires started. So you can see we have gotten to now. Just watch closely so that you get exactly what I am doing here. Because if you follow this tutorial step by step, as I said, you will get this design very well, even more than I did here. So you watch closely so that you will get what I am doing. So you can see where I am now and what I'm trying to do. So follow us and watch to see the next step to follow in this tutorial, because if you follow this tutorial very well, you find out that there is nothing so difficult in making this design. It is as simple as ABC. Very, very simple. So with this one now, I'll take this one. I won't fold it. I'll just sew this one by the side here. You can see I've sewn this one. I didn't fold it into two again. Then this other one I'll still sew. to the end without folding into two as well. So just be careful as you're sewing. You know, so many people prefer black when doing this kind of design. So I'm just using this pink to show you how it is being done. Pink is my favorite color, so I like pink. What about you? What color do you like? Can I see your color at the comment section? Do you like this design? What do you love about this design? So let me see your comments coming, your questions, whatever you want to ask, whatever you want to say. If it's your appreciation and all that, please, I need your encouragement to keep me going. At the time, I just wanted to stop making videos and all that, but God just encouraged me to just start up again. So your encouragement will still make me to continue what I am doing, unless you want me to stop posting something in this channel. So encourage me. Oh, I need your encouragement. So you keep doing this until you get to the end. So you can see I've gotten to the end. So you watch what I am going to do next. You can see what I'm doing and how I'm tying it up because I've gotten to where I want. So you can see the remaining crinoline. I just did it so that there won't be any mistake. It's about 2 inches remaining. So what I cut was 32 inches. So I wasn't so sure. That was why I said 30 to 31 inches. So if you're cutting yours, it should be 30 and a half crinoline because your longer wire is 30 inches. In order not to make any mistake, it's better you do 32 or 31. So it all depends on how you want to do it. So you can see I've put it together this way and I'm tying it with my thread this way. You can see it. So make sure it is properly tied and strong. So I've cut out the excess crinoline and I'm using gum to put at the tip of this crinoline so that the tip does not fray. So I'll cut out the excess thread. So I want to trim it and be sure the thread is properly cut out. So anyone that is not smooth, you cut out and make sure it is properly okay to your test. So this is it here. I'm putting my Alice band on top of this manicure head and I'm just trying to know and be sure of how to attach it to this Alice band. You can see what I'm doing here. Can you see what I'm doing? So you can see where it came to be. So I'll take note of it and mark it and set this manicure head aside. So I'll hold it tight and let me start with this first. I need to get my needle and thread to tie it up properly. I'll make sure I tie up and be sure it is very strong. So you can see what I'm doing. Make sure you tie very well and make sure it is very strong. So I'm just trying to make sure what I'm sewing is very strong. So when you're done sewing, you can tie up and cut out the excess thread. Okay, it all depends on how you want to tie it. So my thread hung somewhere, so that's why I decided to tie mine like this. So whichever way suits you, you tie yours. So I'm going to cut out with my scissors. So I'll keep it on top of this, and I'll take this round this way again so that I'll know where to sew again. So with this, I think I've known where to sew. So I'm just trying to be sure of where to sew. So as it is like this, I'll also sew it the way I did the other one. So I've sewn it already. Now it's time to start rolling the remaining crinoline at the top. So you can see the way it is. So this is it. So it all depends on what you want, how you want to do it. How does the crinoline look? Now this is how it looks like when it is being worn on a manicure head. If there are some finishing touches you need to do, you do it as well when you finish your work. Thanks for watching. Bye.